Well, Spain just won against Bulgaria, 3-0. I don't think Jamal should have been man of the match. I honestly think Oyarzabal Merino had a way better match. Pedri also was there, but let's speak a bit about the match. We all knew this was going to be a win. There's undoubtedly no proof. Now, the Jamal Blaze goes crazy. He did not deserve an 8.5. Didn't deserve to be the man of the match. I wouldn't call him man of the match. Call Merino or Oyarzabal, maybe even Curcurella. Anyways, this was an easy match. Maybe you could have tried bringing out people. In fact, we did. We brought back in two very important figures for Spain, Dani Carvajal and Rodri. I think both returned pretty well. Carvajal, we've been seeing him pretty well in Real Madrid. Lenormand has to be put in question, and even if Paco Garcia had a meh match, he was still better than Robin Lenormand. Huijsen, incredible. This guy, I'm telling you, is gonna be top five center backs of during his generation. He's just gonna be that good. The calmness, the attack. He's he's the definition of a modern center back who can attack, who can defend, who is tall. I would love him in like any manager would love him. Any manager. So even they had a decent match. Jamal was a bit like weird. He did assist, but he wasn't that prolific dribbler. He did do a lot of dribbles, but didn't feel much meaningful. Nico Williams looked like he was just running a marathon. He was a pam pam pam. I kind of like it, but he was just running in here. He wasn't getting any goals. He was doing a bit of cardio. Pedri looked decent, but he was a bit back. This line is was performing well for Merino and Oyarzabal. They were playing really. It would be something like this, 4-2-1-3, something like that. Dani Olmo came in and he was man. Dani Olmo, he needs to improve. Jesus Rodriguez, he was decent. On the bench that didn't come out, David Raya and Alex Merino. Morata was in the squad. He's just been dropped out. So yeah, Porro had a decent match. I wouldn't call him a 7.4 either. So yeah, it's a decent match, decent result. This is a Spain side that I feel like is trying to recover because it lost two of their most important persons. Dani Carvajal left and well, not left, injured, both injured by ACLs. These are hard injuries. But the fact that they are entering at the 62 minute, I like it, especially because for the World Cup we need them both. Even if it's just one of them, they're experienced. They're both over 30. They've won many trophies. This is a Ballon d'Or winner. Paco Garcia maybe should start starting instead of Robin Lenormand because this guy loves to grab people. Uh, really. I don't remember number 10 of Bulgaria. He was moving. I don't know why he got a 5.9, but he was moving crazy. He was moving crazy. And this goalkeeper was also moving crazy. Props to Bulgaria because they put up a fight, just not good enough. Unai Simon was barely tested, and Curcurella scored. I mean, I'm glad to see Curcurella performing at such a high level with us because Balde is not getting called up. And I don't think if he doesn't get called up for the next qualifying matches, I just don't think we should call him up to the World Cup. That's it. Why play the guy why not play the guy that has played all of the matches very well, mind you? He's been playing very well. He's not bad. He's been playing very well. I don't know how he plays for Chelsea. I don't see Chelsea games. Uh, Porro, again, good team. We came out with a strong team. Bulgaria, I assume, with their strongest team too. Simply a matter of difference in quality. There's a point in time where tactics don't really matter. It's just all about quality. I mean, you could pick 2023 Man City and put him against Real Zaragoza 2024-25, and you could put Pep Guardiola, Johan Cruyff, and Carlos Ancelotti into one manager, put them to play for for that Zaragoza side, and they would still lose because simply City would just absolutely run through them. Yeah, I mean it's a bad analogy, but it gets the point through. Quality over tactics. Lamin Yamal is better than any of these guys. Most of these guys, Soiso Yarzabal, Hoysen. I don't know about Lenormand, but maybe probably yes. Corcurella, Pedri. It was a pretty easy match. Uh, this Sunday we have Spain versus Turkey. That's an interesting match. It's an actually strong match. I'll be watching closely how Spain performs, and as a Madrid fan, I'll be watching how Arda Güler performs and Dean Huijsen, especially because these two are pretty special for the future of Spain. Uh, Talking about Turkey, I want to check them out before ending the video. We've got Arda Güler having a good match, one assist, living in the 86. They got a good goal scorer, 2 goals, and well, okay, Kiva Kraskelia, of course, scoring a goal. Mavarzilic, ooh. I think the lack of minutes is affecting him because He's benched by Alisson. One of their center backs just had a horrible match. Jesus Christ. Yildiz, again, Yildiz and Gül are the golden boys of Turkey. But for the rest, it doesn't look like they were doing all too well. Of course, I'm not saying Kvaratskhelia is bad. I'm not saying any of Georgia is a pretty good footballing nation. Kvaratskhelia is very well known. Kiva Kvaratskhelia, the goalkeeper, United's goalkeeper has been dropped. Yeah, we've got very interesting opponent in Turkey. I'm wondering how they're gonna perform. So yeah, this is our opponent. I don't think it's gonna be that hard, but I also think it's not gonna be that easy. They had a 6.9 rating. This is an equal match, I'd say. This is very equal. Georgia, I guess, pushed a pretty good thing. This is how the group looks right now. Spain is top because of the goal difference, and well, Georgia has Bulgaria. So yeah, it's not a. I mean, if I had to say anybody, it's Spain and Turkey going through. I'd bet on both of them to get through because Turkey has a pretty good squad, and if Arda Güler develops by playing Real Madrid games, because he's starting right now, he's starting over anyone else. Uh, he'll be good enough to start playing well for Turkey, and Yildiz, if he starts for Juventus, he'll be good. And in general, if the Turkish young boys they start starting, they will be good. And Spain already has his insane young talent in progress. Pau Cubarsí on the bench, he should have started, and he's super young. Lamine Yamal, let's not even talk about him. Nico Williams is still young. Daniel Almo had a stinker, but he's still young, and we have experience on the bench. I don't know if Rodri will be starting if he recovers. But yeah, we had a good game, and I think that's all for today. Spain overall clearly on the path to win. This match was, I wouldn't call it the worst one. I wouldn't call it a good match, but I wouldn't call it a bad one either. I would call it like, well, it was hard to not lose against Bulgaria. Not to offend any nation, but again, Bulgaria versus Spain. Spain who won the Euros, and Bulgaria, because they won I don't know, when they won the last thing they won. The only guy I know from there is Stoichkov in terms of football knowledge. So yeah, I guess it was an easy win. And well, on September 7th, we've got a strong match, I believe. Maybe entertaining, maybe one-sided battering by Spain. But yeah, I mean, last few matches we haven't had the best record. But 3 draws, technically 3 draws. Lost against Portugal on penalties. That's embarrassing. But I guess deserved considering that Diego Jota later on died. Well, I'll end it here. Pretty good match. So yeah, hopefully we win against Turkey, and see you then.